Awesome. All right, guys, good morning. Pedro here with another live stream. As you guys know, we're live every single morning, guys, Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. I want to welcome you guys to the channel. Maybe it's your first time here. Maybe you've been struggling with your trading. Whatever the case is, I want you to know that you have a community here you can count on. And so if you're looking to learn, if you're looking to level up on your trading, consider subscribing below and hitting that notification bell and clicking all notifications so you don't miss a single live stream. With that being said, guys, I just want to, like I said, personally welcome you to the channel and thank you so much for all the supporters, all the family members, because I don't call you guys subscribers or YouTube or whatever. I say members because I consider us a huge family, and as you know, we have been growing day by day immensely. So I just want to welcome all of our new members and let you know that I'm here to support you guys every step of the way. So guys, we're gonna get started. It is Friday. As you guys know, I don't typically trade even nothing that will use to major. So let me just update some video descriptions here, and then I'm gonna get started with you guys. In the meantime, I just want to welcome you guys to the channel. Don't be shy, comment below, and then also if you're new and you haven't already, join our free Telegram group, guys. The link is in the video description below. And then yeah, like I said, we're gonna get started here, so just give me 1 second here while I pull this up, and then we'll get started here, guys. It's super taking a while here. Okay. Go back. Let's go. We got a couple. Okay, we got a couple members commenting here. Let's go, Laura. Let's get it. Good morning. Let's go. I'm Yo. Morning, my man. Let's get it. Yes, BB. Let's go, Kunis. Let's get it. It's really cold out. I know. It's crazy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, this is just taking a little bit longer than I thought. Just gonna wait for this to update, then we'll get started here, guys. So give me 1 second here. So right now we're looking at gold. So what are we looking at here, guys? Just trying to make sure I update this before we get started. Goodness, come on. It's taking a long time. Slow. I'm gonna go over a little bit things I've out right now. We were in this channel for the longest time. You could clearly see it as like super clear, guys. We were in this channel, you were kind of going up and down, right, within the channel, and until we finally failed to create a new in this case for gold. And so we broke below, we actually broke below this level structure down here. So you do have to realize that we're at a major level structure. So we're at a major level of resistance now on gold. So confirmation number one, on the higher time frames, we're at a major level of resistance. Okay. Confirmation number two is that we're actually starting to fail to create push higher, or fail to create higher highs. And we're also starting to lose the momentum. So the bulls are starting to lose their momentum to push price higher. So my overall anticipation, now that I know that we are at a major level structure, we are failing to create higher high, we are failing to push price a little bit higher and stay within this channel moving into the upside direction, we can anticipate that, especially since we broke below this level that price, you know, kind of respected in the past. You can see resistance, support, multiple levels where price has respected in the past, and now it broke it, and now it's retesting it as a level of resistance. So like you can tell line here, that's at I think it's 117.54 500 range. So that line is there for a reason. That line is there because that is a level where I'm anticipating price to with momentum push. Now otherwise, if I don't see price break below this level, then I can't anticipate price to continue to go down further just yet. The reason why I'm saying that is because what I'm going to see price potentially do, right, to get all the way down here, is I need a closure below this range. The reason being is because sometimes what price tends to do is that it'll come back in and it'll shift into this range. You can clearly see that this is now the highs of the range and this is the lows of the range. So now we're back into square one, we're back into a range, right? And so the problem is that a lot of traders, they don't realize we're still stuck in a range, right? So they see a strong momentum push like this, they look for sells, they put in a sell setup here, and then it stops them out and they're like, what did I do wrong? The reason is that you always have to look at the bigger picture. You have to look at what environment you're in, you know, what kind of market condition the market is giving us right now, right? So you can't do something like that because that's obviously going to stop you out. You don't want to do that, right? But we can anticipate that once we break below this level structure, or we break below this range, we can anticipate a continuation to the downside. Now we are looking for sell setups below that level structure. I kind of had that set up there. If we were able to respect it, and it seems like price did not respect this and it came back up and retested the high. So to me, this invalidates this kind of overall setup, because I said if price comes back up here and it rejects, then we can anticipate a strong momentum push that will give us that closure that I'm looking for. Clean continue. Okay. You guys understand that? If you guys understand, smash that like button for me, guys. Also, welcome to all of our new members that are tuning in this morning. I hope you're having an amazing Friday wherever you are, because I know we have people from all over the world. And I'm just trying to up video settings here. Unfortunately, this thing is not loading up. Welcome you guys in. Yeah, so that's that explanation there so far on gold, which in turn you have to realize that gold will drop when the dollar increases, right? So if the dollar's increasing more in value, we can anticipate gold's going to, they're correlated. We can anticipate that it's going to lose or pull back in value, which will give us that pullback after a strong momentum push, right? Because gold has been going in a rally for quite some time, right? We knew we were anticipating some sort of a breakout at some point. We just didn't know when exactly it was going to happen or how it was going to happen. We did understand an overall direction of the market. We understood that, you know, price is potentially doing something like this. this is where we may see price going, right? But you know, now at this point we anticipate some sort of a pullback, sort of a retracement, right? So that's kind of what we can look at, guys, in terms of gold. Now give me 1 second here, guys. I'm just going to update this here, and then we're going to continue on. We've got Eric here. Welcome, Eric. Top of the morning, Pedro. Let's go, man. Good morning, all on the opposite side of the world. Oh, Tom, let's get it. Okay, guys, so we're gonna continue on here, and I just, like I said, just give me a few minutes as I update everything here in my settings. But if you were able to understand what's going on with gold, smash that like button for me, guys. All right, we've got everything almost set up here. Finally. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, so we've got everything on that side of things, and just waiting for it to update. Yeah, good. Okay. All right, so that has been updated, guys. Perfect. We're looking for, as we're gonna go over onto USD JPY. I've cleared the charts for some of them, most of my charts here, just to get some clarity, guys, and to see what we can anticipate. So do you guys remember when I mentioned that we were kind of stuck in this little range area and we were going to see kind of price move up? We were forming some sort of a symmetrical triangle pattern here, but then we broke above. We're retesting right now, so we can anticipate maybe this will be that push that will break price above. We don't know. We just have to kind of go with the flow and see what ends up happening, guys, right? So if we go up on the daily, okay, you can see that this is kind of what I had kind of structured out, right? So we've kind of been at this level of structure here, this bottom level structure, and holding out at this level as a level support. And we've just kind of been waiting to see what ends up happening. But what I can anticipate is that the US dollar will gain strength, right? And this will kind of go in correlation with gold, because if the US dollar gains strength, then gold will pull back to the level we're anticipating, right? Especially look at this. This is looking pretty bearish, but I'm anticipating gold to pull back to this level of structure. This is the daily time frame, by the way. We need to expect, especially when price gives us a strong momentum push, we can anticipate some sort of a retracement. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm looking at here. So if we know that the dollar is going to potentially gain strength and push up from here, especially once we have price moving like this with a strong momentum push, we can anticipate some sort of an exhaustion. So that's enough for us to realize that, hey, maybe price will slowly push back up, and then we can anticipate a potential break. Could be a possibility, or we can anticipate a continuation of this trend. That could still be a possibility for USD JPY, but as of right now, we're still stuck in a range. And this is really important, guys, to spot out when you see that the market is stuck in a range. That way you're able to avoid getting into trades where you're stuck for hours and hours and hours and feeling stressed out, right? But don't worry, either way, I'll help you guys. That's what I'm here for, guys. As you know, we're live every single day, Monday through Friday, guys, and I'm here to teach you guys and show you and help you every step of the way. As you guys can see, look at this. I already had kind of this spotted out. I saw that strong momentum, and I told you guys, hey, actually, you know what? This is the 1 hour time frame. I think we were looking at the 30-minute. We saw that strong momentum. No, it was the 15-minute. I remember this. It was like, I think it was yesterday or two streams ago, but we were looking, we got the pullback. Do you see the little pullback there? And I was like, guys, this is the potential buy setup we were looking at. Price was looking bullish, and look, it literally smashed our take profit. It was like 60 pips. But again, I didn't personally take this trade. I just noticed it and I mentioned it in the live stream. That's why I have this here right now. That's why I have it to the side as well. But if we clear the charts and we understand, you can see that clearly, you know, it's difficult to trade something like this. All I can see really is that price. Okay, one second here. Continue to, and if we kind of notice that this is the highs of the range, okay, literally how you have to look at the markets. Is the markets trending, or is the markets trending to the upside or trending to, what is it doing? What in a range, what do we do, guys? We look for a breakout. And so in this case for USDJ, we are seeing some bullishness here on the 1 hour. We are seeing that price tried to push down below, failed, and then it did it twice. So it's kind of looking like a little double bottom, and we got a lot of support here. Look at this, resistance, future support. So this is an area where we can anticipate potentially the USDJPY to continue to go higher, which would go in confluence with gold pulling back, right? The US dollar gains strength, gold will pull back. So that's kind of what I'm looking at so far for USDJPY, guys. And then if we get a break above this level of structure here, then we can definitely anticipate a continuation to the upside for USDJPY. Okay, guys, smash that like button if you understood that explanation, guys. I hope you understood that. Yes. Okay, perfect. USDCHF. What are we looking at for USDCHF? Well, USDCHF, we were looking for a potential continuation to the upside, and you can see it very clearly that we have a massive range here. We did get a pullback. You see my momentum push was there. We got the pullback, a little bit of sideways action, some consolidation, but you can see that we can anticipate a potential continuation to the upside as long as price is able to hold this level of support. But again, not the most ideal situation because it's ranging sideways for quite some time. It really just depends. The dollar does need to gain strength. That will give us enough of a push for price to continue to go higher. I'm just going to read here through the comments. Jason, let's go, Jason. Good morning. Awesome, guys. So we're going to continue. We're going to focus on our main pairs. These are kind of pairs that I don't typically trade, but let's go on to GBPUS. GBPUS, we were anticipating potential sells as long as price was able to respect this level of resistance. We had some support, we had some resistance, we had massive support level here, and we were anticipating some sort of a rejection here. Unfortunately, we didn't get it. So now we know that price is not respecting that level, and we can anticipate a continuation to reject these highs over here. And so if you realize, we're just kind of stuck in a similar range, right? This is kind of the lows of the range, and that's the highs of the range right there. So pretty much what do we do for a range? We just wait for a breakout. And if we go up to the daily just to understand the overall direction, we can see that price is really starting to push and really typically, you know, if you look at price, right, and you guys can relate to this, you guys know what I'm talking about. If you look at price, for example, here, right, it is kind of pushing up here, right? And we kind of, let's see this channel here, let's clone this here and move it up like that. So we can understand that price has been respecting this kind of upwards channel for quite some time now, you know, and we have been in the upwards direction. Now we have to realize that, look how price typically comes up to a certain level and falls right away, comes up to a certain level and falls right away. And this is the 4-hour time frame. But look at this, we've come up to that certain level and now we're kind of struggling. So we can anticipate something similar to this, that maybe that drop will be a slower shift, right? Except here, if you look at this drop here, look at how price respected this level of previous support and future resistance. It respected it beautifully, right? Look at this here as well. So if we look at price where it is here, look, we got support here, right? Support, look, future resistance, respected it clearly, right? So sometimes price will respect certain levels, and we can anticipate as traders, hey, this is what we can anticipate a continuation to the down. A continuation of sells. We saw that strong momentum push. We anticipated price to reject this level. That's why I had it a little bit higher like this, because we got support and it didn't. What was that? That was a fake out. It is what it is, guys. So sometimes, you know, with trading, we have to realize that sometimes price will respect certain levels and sometimes price won't. So that's just part of the game. It's part of any business, guys. If you realize, and I know trading is more of a language. It's more of a skill set. It's different, right? It's not a business. But what I'm saying is, when I tell you guys business, is that every business will incur a loss, right? When we realize that, when we kind of go over that stepping stone and say, okay, you know, that is normal, that is part of the game, that is how, you know what I mean, you will basically confront price, right? And realize that the market is not against you, but realize that sometimes we have to be ready for any type of loss. Sometimes price won't go in our favor. You could have your perfect trading plan, you could have everything in place. Every single trader has gone through a loss. It's just part of it, guys. Sometimes, like I said, there's losing days, right? Sometimes for some traders there's losing weeks, right? Sometimes for some traders there's like, it's crazy, right? But that's why you have to have your psychology in place. And also, it's really important, especially on the higher time frames. If we look at the 4 hour or the 1 hour, we need to see a rejection. You know, luckily on this, I didn't personally get in on this one. I just had looked at it and mentioned that this was something that we may see. But what we wanted to see, at least on the 1 hour time frame, for example, this little doji right there, that's perfect. This following candle should have closed bearish. Had that following candle closed bearish like this, engulfing it, then 100% we would have looked for a continuation of sells, right? But it is what it is. Currently, this is what we're looking at, guys. We are looking at price just ranging. So we can anticipate we are at the highs on the higher time frame. You guys can see we're in an upwards channel. You guys see how clearly we're able to spot these opportunities and see kind of what price is doing. So if we kind of go up, like, let's say, here, let me just show you, for example, let's say we got an impulsive push, right? We've got an one sec. Oh my gosh. One sec here, guys. There we go. One sec. All right, one sec here. Just so you guys could see here what I'm talking about. Okay. Welcome to all of our new members. Also, we got Tom Press. Hey, you mentioned odd and ZD trade. I got in and got out last night with tiny profit. Didn't want to hold overnight, and since then it went down 80 pips. It's all good, Tom. It is what it is, right? That's what I'm saying, right? Some trades, most of the trades that we take, most of them you see that they go and take profit. There will be trades that unfortunately I will mention as well, right? And every trader will mention in the past, and unfortunately it'll hit stop loss or it won't make it. Like, for example, Euro USD. I've been battling with Euro USD, and I know that it's going to drop at some point, but it's just been going back and forth, right? So don't feel bad. Let, right? Because that's the problem, is that they go, they're like, oh yeah, the market's against me, this and that, and they start like getting all mad and they start revenge trading. They start like taking it out on the market, and then they just literally give them a month or two and they completely quit. I'm telling you, give them a month and they're done, right? And so that's part of the game, but it's normal. But you have to realize that's just how it is, right? You're not always gonna win. If everyone was always winning, then I mean, you know what I mean, it would be that easy, right? So what do we see here? For example, with GBP/US, you can see that we've got these push here, right? We got one push here, we got another push here, we got another push here, right? So we've got about 5 different pushes here, right? So we can anticipate, especially now that if we go on the higher time frames like the daily, we're pretty much at a level of resistance, quite a significant one too. So if we look over here, we've got a little bit of support, right? And we got future resistance. So this is the daily time frame. We can use this as confluence to realize that, hey, this is a level of structure that we can anticipate price to reject from, right? So we've got kind of that inverted hammer right there on the higher time frames on the daily with a huge wick right there candle, but it closed bearish. So we can anticipate that maybe we are at the top of the of this level of structure. We can anticipate finally a break below. But until we don't break out of this range, or we break below this range, we can't look for continuations of sells. This will probably be just another leg to the downside, which will take time. This is kind of what I'm seeing happening for GBP/US, guys. Do you see that leg right there? I'll see price slowly. It'll take weeks, probably a week and a half, and a couple days for price to actually come down to the low. Right? So that's something that we also have to realize. However, you know, we could see that sometimes price will actually pull back in a matter of like 2-3 days, right? So we can anticipate, we thought, hey, maybe this might be a good sell opportunity. Unfortunately, it was a fake out. So we're stuck in this range. Just realize that this is part of how it is, guys. But overall, I won't look for sells until we break below this level structure. Okay, let's move on to GJ. What are we looking at for GJ, guys? GJ, we similar move with GJ again. If we go up to the daily, we can see that we have been kind of trending to the upside. Let's see here. So this is what I'm seeing right now. Yeah, so this is kind of what I'm seeing right here, guys. Right? And we know that we were ranging here for the longest time, guys. Like a really long time, price was respecting this level, right? So if we break above here, we can definitely anticipate that price is respecting this upwards channel, and we can expect a continuation to the upside. Okay, if we break below this level, which is what I'm really anticipating, right? Because I was kind of looking at this too, right? We were looking at a downwards channel here, right? This is kind of what I was looking at, like this, right? So if we anticipate a break below, then we can anticipate, we got the break, right? We got the break, and now we got the retest. If we reject this level, we can anticipate a continuation of sells, which would go in confluence with everything here, where we'd probably be retesting the bottoms of this range. Something like that. That's kind of what I'm looking at for JPY. So that's kind of what we're looking at for now, guys. I hope you're able to understand as to why this is a major level of resistance. You guys can see that there's multiple touch points where price has respected this level of structure multiple times. We got resistance, 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 resistance. Finally, price broke below and closed below this level of structure, and now we're using it as a level of resistance, right? It was future resistance area here that held it as a level of support. Now we're retesting it as a level of resistance, right? So we can anticipate, as long as price respects this level, we're kind of at a make or break point. If price respects this level of resistance, we can anticipate a continuation of sells. Okay, that's what we're looking at there for now. Let's go. Hey dad, we got pops here. One day at a time, Tom. Let's get it. Yes dad, love you, dad. Okay, yeah, so that's kind of what we're looking at. Again, guys, it's Fridays, it's a little bit slow. Gbpusd, we actually got that break below, and then we retested that level once more. So if you realize, so if we go back down to the 1 hour, if you realize how we broke below that level, we kind of just pushed back up. So it's not what I wanted. Do you see that? It's just a fake out. Came back up. Do you remember this kind of double top I formed, right? So do you see how price came back and retested that level? Mind you, we did not take this trade, so this is not an entry, by the way. But you can see, look at this on the 1 hour time frame, it literally created the M. And the only reason why I'm saying that is not because I was able to kind of figure it out. It's because typically price will always do something like that. It's not just going to come all the way up. It's not going to rally all the way up, right? And then all of a sudden come back down. Well, you can kind of see it here, right? But this is, I think that if I'm not wrong, this was news, right? So that's kind of the only really scenario I see price doing something like that. But most of the times, guys, we need to realize this as traders, is that when we have a strong momentum push, okay, price won't do this usually. This is very uncommon, right? This will only be typically like news or just an uncommon occurrence, right? But when we see a strong momentum push, we can anticipate price to exhaust, right? To take a break, right? It's like you're running the marathon, you're running full blast, right? And then what happens, right? Price is like, man, I need to catch a breath. I need to take a break, right? So it exhausts, it takes a break, it starts walking, starts drinking some water, right? Before it continues pushing to the upside or before it pushes back down, right? So this is why I drew this kind of M or double top formation, because I anticipated before price would come back down to this level where I was anticipating a sell opportunity, I anticipated price to actually come back up to this high and retest it once more, which as you can see, it did exactly as expected. So now at this point, I want price to reject this neckline. I want price to break this neckline, sorry. This is what I want to see. I want to see price break this neckline so we can kind of follow through. Look at this. We get the strong momentum push and we wait for the retest for a clean continuation of sells, right? Where do we target? Well, TP1 could be this level because we got a lot of traffic at this level. So TP1 at this level could be down over here. And if you realize, that's more than enough, guys. We got a 30 pip stop, 76 pip TP1. Why would we target this level? Well, look at this, guys. Look, we got support, resistance, lots of traffic here. And then that's why we would anticipate that that would be a level where we'd see price kind of reject. Look at this. Look at my arrows here, right? Price stopping right here, TP1. And then we can anticipate price to potentially pull back, and then we can continue to go down a little bit further. I hope you guys are understanding that, guys. If you are, smash that like button for me, guys. I really do appreciate the support. Let's go. We got here Ahmed, YouTube shouty, when you're live, bro, welcome back again. Thank you, my man. I really appreciate it. Appreciate the love, really do. Thank you so much, and happy to have you here. Okay, M equals money. Let's get it, guys. You guys know what's good. Let's go. Good morning, Lauren. Good morning. Yes. No worries, Lauren. No worries. Happy to have you guys here. Okay, so as you guys know, it's Friday. It's a little bit slower, and I don't typically trade Fridays. So, but I'm here always, as you guys know, supporting you guys as much as possible. And actually, Lauren is one of my students here. So she's one of my students from my inner circle. And Lauren, you know where to reach me. You know, we do live Zoom calls. And in fact, I think I'm going to be doing another Zoom call for my inner circle because, you know, I do find that it is helpful for a lot of students, and sometimes some students can't even make it. Right. So if you guys enjoy these live streams, guys, I really do appreciate it if you smash that like button, guys. And you know, comment below, guys. If you're new to the channel, maybe it's your first time here, let me know if it's your first time here. And so yeah, so let's continue on here, guys. Let's take a look at Euro USD, and then I've got a couple members here for humanity. Yes, we'll take a look at US30 in a second, my man. Euro USD, again, we know that Euro USD, we can anticipate. I've been anticipating sells for the longest time. And in fact, you know what I mean? It is still respecting this level structure. Euro USD has been a complete battle back and forth. And unfortunately, it's like what I tell you guys, right? Trading, you have to realize that, you know, price sometimes will respect certain levels, and you can clearly see it as water. But sometimes even certain levels, right, price will respect multiple times. It'll pull back right away, and sometimes it just, the bulls are back up. Part of that has to do with when it's correlated US currencies in pairs, like for example Euro USD, of course, because we're battling against the dollar. And in this case, for example, with Euro USD, the reason why we haven't been able to see Euro USD melt just yet is because the dollar needs to gain strength for the euro to drop in value. And so we're pretty much at a level of support for the dollar. We can anticipate, you guys can see we had that strong momentum, we pulled back. We can anticipate a push from here, a push up from here, because we're at a major level of support. So once we get that dollar strength going in, guys, we can finally get, for example, gold to melt, and we can anticipate the Euro USD to finally give us that push to the downside. And this is kind of what we're anticipating, guys. So let's continue on, guys. So that's kind of what I'm looking at there for Euro USD. Again, I'm sticking with my sells here. This is just the reality of it. Again, I did mention very clearly, this is a longer term setup. So longer term, you can set your stop loss a little bit larger, like 40 pips, 30 pips, or even 50 pips. But again, lower lot size, manage your risk, guys. But we're looking for continuations of sells. But I'm not looking for sells just yet in terms of like the immediate moment until we kind of break below this level. And for sure, we'll be definitely looking for sells once we break these lows, because this will get us out of this range. Because if you realize we're just still stuck in this range and we're anticipating sell opportunities, okay? But our overall bias is sells. AUD USD, what are we looking at? Similar concept with AUD USD. We're expecting the dollar to gain strength. Once the dollar gains a little bit more strength, gold will drop, Euro USD will drop, and we can anticipate AUD USD to drop as well, as long as we get a nice stronger once we get the Australian dollar to lose value against the US dollar, right? So once we get that, we got that strong momentum push, right? We got that nice clean strong momentum push. We got a retracement. However, typically we want to see price reject this level. We are seeing some sort of a rejection slightly. It's respecting this level of resistance, which was a previous level of support. So then we can anticipate a potential continuation of sells, right? This is kind of what I'm looking at there for AUD USD. And then now let's move on to NASDAQ and US 30, guys. What are we looking at for NASDAQ? Let's go. We got Tom here. Let's go. I think you missed my message above on odd CHF. Oh no. Okay. Tom or odd CHF. No, my man. No. Yeah. So let's see. You probably took it around here. See, I took it today, a loss on odd CHF. Can you check it and advise? I thought the resistance would hold and sold out to engulf again, but it's okay. I just wanted to be sure I didn't misjudge. No, it's okay. So you probably took, do you know what kind of level you took it at? Probably what might have happened is that we have to realize too, guys, is that, you know, for example, price, if we go up to the higher time frames, like the 4 hour, remember I told you guys, I'm not looking for sells until we break below this level structure. So maybe, Tom, what might have happened is that you took sells when you saw this engulfing candle here, and then you thought, okay, it's definitely going down. But that's the problem, is that a lot of times traders, when you're starting out, you'll take a sell here because you think this looks good, right? And it's looking bearish and we're creating lower highs, right? But remember, we need to break out our lows first. Until we don't break out these lows, we're still kind of stuck in a range, right? And you can see that literally, if you notice, I told you guys on odd CHF, we're looking for buys, because if you look, we were looking for sells below this level structure. That's why I have sell setups below this level, right? Because it's a major level structure. But if you realize that when I highlight this, and you guys know this, when I highlight this, that's how many pips I can anticipate how much of a range we have, right? And you guys could see that I did it from the bottom to the top. Right, I literally just pulled it up right now. You guys could see that, right? But we are anticipating sells. So yes, we would have looked for sells. The only thing is, I want to look for sell opportunities below this level structure. Yes, we still have a good amount of space. Even if we get it down here below, we got over 200 and almost 250 pips, right? But yes, this is it's better for me to wait. I know that you could take sells up here, but that's what I'm saying. When we're in a range, because this is what was happening, I think, Tom, in this case, is that we were stuck in a range. That's why I was saying we might get one more leg to the upside, which would kind of go in confluence with us being stuck in this range, right? So I was like, we're at this level of support. We can see price probably coming back up once more before it actually ends up pushing down lower. But yeah, we always want to wait for price to close below a certain level, especially close below this level structure with a strong momentum push, for me to wait for the retest and expect a continuation of sells, right? But even I was thinking we were looking at potential buy setups here. You can see that we were at the bottom of the range, right? So we were aiming. So now when it comes at the top here, we can anticipate sell opportunities. If we see bearish sentiment here or bearish sentiment at these highs over here, we can then start looking for sell opportunities for odd CHF, okay? But again, don't feel bad, Tom. It happens. Like I said, sometimes even here, it'll close engulfing, but then we always have to zoom out and look at the bigger picture. That's why I always, guys, I can't stress this enough. And I do this because I care about you guys, and I want you guys to avoid mistakes that I went through, right? And one of the main things is that you always want to come out your picture actually at the bottom of a range. This makes sense. That's why I'm not going to sell, because we're at the bottom, right? Or, oh, we're at the top. I shouldn't be looking for buy opportunities because most likely price is going to reject this ceiling, right? So guys, we're at 14 likes. Can we get it to 20? Let's go, guys. Smash that like button, guys, if you enjoy these live streams, guys. I really do appreciate it. Tom, I hope that helped. Yeah, so yeah, I know some certain levels, my resistance was at 63,900. I thought that level, yeah. And you know what, like sometimes it looks like perfect, right? Especially like, so you were 63,900. So you were, yeah, and that makes sense because there's a lot of resistance at that area too. Yeah, so you were pretty much here, right? So you probably got around here or something, this candle right here, right? And that makes sense, right? Even right now, if it comes at this level, this candle closes closes like that, and then the next candle closes bearish, then we may see a rejection, might not come up all the way to the high, right? But either way, that's why it's really important, guys, when we're pretty much in a range, it's really important to, that's why I say we're looking in a range, we're looking for a breakout to the upside or to the downside, right? Outside of the range, or we trade the very bottoms or the very highs of the range. That's it. I don't typically like to trade kind of in the middle because we don't know if it's respecting this level. Look at this level, guys. It's a level of support here. Look, support, 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 and resistance, right? But look how it kind of overlapped it, right? Overlapped. And this overlap, we're talking maybe 20, 30 pips that would stop you out, right? So that's why we just kind of, when it comes to like taking trades kind of in the middle of the range, you just got to be careful because we don't know what price is going to do at that given time. And that's kind of what we're looking at there, guys. Okay. We're going to take a look at US30 as well. I hope that was helpful. I hope you were able to kind of understand why we're looking at price do that and kind of why we're anticipating that price is going to reject that level. Okay, so what are we looking at US30? We were anticipating a breakout out of this range. We got the breakout, and I said if we break out this range, we're looking for a continuation of sells. We close below, but this is why we wait for the retest. So we close below bearish. We got the pullback. However, the pullback didn't reject. To learn this, price will pull back at this level, but we need to see massive rejection. We need to see price come back up, retest once more, and we need a strong rejection. Like we need strong candle, bearish candle reject. Something similar to like, let's say, for example, upwards trend here. Something like this. Do you see how price came back down and instantly rejected, right? We need to see that. We don't need to see price kind of ranging, because if you see current price action right here, it just started kind of consolidating slow little candles like that, right? So you need to see a strong momentum rejection, right? And once you see the strong candle close or a strong candle start forming with a strong push, we would probably see price reject multiple times. We need to see wick rejections. We need to see bearish candle formations, right? Especially on the hard time frames like the 1 hour, the 30 minute, right? If you go down to the 30 minute, look at this, guys. It was just literally like it rejected it once, came back up, and then it just consolidated, right? So this is why we don't get in. Obviously, we didn't get in on this trade opportunity, but this is kind of what we're looking at. To me, this is a fake out. If we look at it, price came back down, failed, pushed back up, and we're kind of going back into this range. So I don't really see anything happening. It is Friday as well, guys. I just think it'll come back up to this range. Potentially, if we break these highs, we can probably get on some sort of a retracement, on a pullback, and then we can expect a continuation to the upside, guys. Okay. I hope you guys understood that. Yes. Tell Bruce, yeah, thank you. I didn't look at the larger time frame enough. Hey, you know what? It's okay. And that's what I'm saying, guys. Like, no one is perfect. No, I don't even get it perfect sometimes. You know what I mean? It's normal. But being able to have that, and that's what I'm here for. I'm here to help you guys. I'm here to help you, you know, avoid mistakes that I went through, mistakes that I did, right? When I first started and all that stuff, right? And even still, guys, like, you know what I mean? You will go through times where even when you're bettering yourself, you always have to kind of pull back and realize, okay, where am I in the markets? What am I doing? What am I looking for, right? And so when you really kind of zoom out and look at the bigger picture, that's when you realize, hey, this is why I'm anticipating price to do this, right? And so welcome to all of our new members, guys. If you're new to the channel, guys, consider hitting that smash that like button, and also consider subscribing below and hitting that notification bell and click all notifications so you don't miss a single live stream, guys. I'm telling you guys, you don't want to miss out on these live streams, guys. It's straight value. I'm here to support you guys every step of the way. Not quite there too. I'm looking at odd CAD sells and euro odd buys. Nice, Tom. Yeah. So yeah, guys, that's kind of what I'm looking at. Okay. And either way, guys, I will follow up with you guys later on. I do have to crush some stuff this morning. Pretty busy, and last night I tried to catch up some stuff. I'm working on some stuff for the channel as best as I can. Lawrence, good morning, my man. Good morning, Lawrence. Happy to hear from you, my man. Lauren, we got Lauren for humanity. Let's go, guys. I appreciate you all very much. And yeah, like I said, I got to catch up on some stuff, guys. It's Friday. You guys know I don't typically trade Fridays, and I'll keep you guys in the loop either way. I will see you guys on Sunday. I know I'm cutting it short this morning, but I hope you guys are doing really, really well. And thank you so much, guys. All the best. All the love and God bless, guys, and have yourself an amazing weekend. I appreciate you all very much. Also, if you're just joining in, or you're starting out, or you're just starting trading, watch my other videos, guys. I put all my live streams live on my channel, so go back and watch them all. And if you watch any of the videos that you watch, guys, comment below and be like, I just watched this, I loved it, Pedro, or thank you, Pedro, or whatever. Or if you enjoyed it, guys, just comment below. At least I know that you guys are learning and you guys are using this content, you know, for the betterment of your journey. I want to see you guys succeed. And the fact that I get messages, guys, getting messages every day being like, Pedro, man, like your live streams have helped me so much, or the way you explain or you simplify things have helped me in such a way that is really helpful. It is such a blessing in itself, guys. So like I said, go watch those videos, go watch the previous live streams if you will, or go watch my other videos that I have, guys. You know what I mean? That way you're able to learn and take notes. Okay, guys, thank you so much, guys. I appreciate you all. Have an amazing weekend. Yes, let's go. We got my dad here. Let's go. Lauren, happy Friday. Let's go, Lauren. I will see you guys later. Have yourself an amazing weekend. I'll see you guys on Sunday, okay? We'll do a weekly analysis as always on Sunday, so I'll keep you guys in the loop. Thank you so much, guys.